wanna fall asleep, 'cause I'd miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing, 'cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I'd still miss you, baby. And I don't wanna miss a thing.
Yeah. 26 letters ndani ya alphabet, and not even one I can use to refer to as a letter to my crush. So nika invent one of my own. You see, ningekuwa na crush ningemwambia I am not a fan of dairy products, but leo nitaji-express using cheesy lines because for her nakuanganisha cheesy. You see, ningekuwa na crush ningemwambia I am not a violent person, asiniogope. The only things in life nishawaipiga ni picha na tizi.
We started the brand ambassadorship for Samantha's Bridal exactly a month before the show. And it was like a full month of the funny ads that we did with Catherine, and you know, and once they were on TV, everybody was asking, you know. And of course, Sema Milele being the theme song was really cool for me. It was really wonderful kind of development of the song and, you know, its journey. And everybody connected that. And of course, the show itself was beyond my own expectations, to be honest.
My name is Maureen Wanjiru. I bought the VVIP ticket and I loved the experience. I'm a bride-to-be. I was so much interested in planning my wedding, to be in the expo. I was so much into it. I loved the gift hampers, the beauty products, the hair, also the treatment. They would pick us from the entrance and show us around. So I loved the experience of the VIP. The highlight was having Gerard on the Expo. It was awesome. I just enjoyed everything. The songs, everything, seeing him live. I've never seen him live. So I enjoyed that bit, that part. I loved it. And also me winning the prize, the MC prize, and also having my bridal makeup. Oh, that was nice. I loved it. Yeah.
The Samantha Bridal Wedding Expo was a good experience because it gave us a chance to be able to know what is trending, and it gave us a chance to know what brides are looking for. It broadens our mind to know and exactly how we can be able to meet the demands of the clients and even the positions in terms of budgets and in terms of what they are looking for, their dream wedding. From our stand, we were able even just to have everybody to understand the use of what we have, use of the accessories that we have available. We chose on the kerosene lantern as opposed to Chinese lanterns. We chose on a plant. We had a table arrangement that we had only used a plant for a centerpiece, whereby it's not all about flowers. And it has come to a point that brides feel flowers are very expensive, but flowers just create a difference to your event. So let's incorporate flowers in every event that you have, because it's the beauty of, it just brings the beauty of your dream wedding. One thing that you need to know as a bride is that it's your wedding, it's not your friend's wedding, and you have to budget based on what you have. And for that case, you're not only limited to figures, but quality. And the quality you can only get when you go at Samantha, get to meet the best service providers, because you'll be able to get quality for whatever little you have. So it's not only for those who can be able to afford or who have the high budgets for their weddings.
This July Expo was quite the experience for us, especially because we are wedding junkies. We love being around couples who are in love and are getting married. And to have such a high traffic of exactly that, couples who are in love and are getting married, coming through our store, that was what I'd probably call a fix for us that would probably last a year. It was also very good to be among wedding vendors, people who are also fascinated about being in the wedding industry and interacting with them and finding out how we could partner together to give couples great experiences at their weddings. So for those two reasons, we truly enjoyed ourselves being at the Expo. We had two highlights, two things that we will remember for quite a while. The first was that we actually did 3 successful flash mobs, one on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. And a flash mob is usually successful if the people who are initiating the flash mob are not the only ones who are dancing, where you have other people joining the flash mob. And I remember we had shoppers who had no idea there was going to be a flash mob join us in the dance and actually enjoy themselves. And people walk up to us after the flash mob and go like, that was a lot of fun. That was, for us, a lot of fun, having other people join in. And then secondly, we got an opportunity to show people how to dance, and it was live on air. So whether you are at home or whether you are at the Expo and you happen to be watching the Expo on TV, you had a chance to actually learn, for example, how to do the shuffle. And I remember Joe Minor and Damiano Timothy teaching people how to do the shuffle and then switching on to many other varied forms of dances that people can enjoy at a wedding and really anywhere where there is great music that is being provided.
I mean, I've attended many fairs and exhibitions in Kenya, but this was really one, it was very professionally done. And you know, it's not like I'm just saying that. It really was that experience of walking through kind of your dream wedding experience, and everything you would have wanted at a wedding was there. And you know, and friends were there, celebrity wedding friends who are getting married. We saw so many people there. But I mean, it really was, people went all out. Exhibitors went all out, you know, to make their stands. And I understand now a bit more that, you know, for a wedding, you really have to go all out because it's that dream day for that person. So you saw people really put their best foot forward. You know, and then there were the fashion shows, which were amazing, kind of, you know, constant ongoing on the stage activity. And then you had the guys doing Zumba out of nowhere and bands performing, whether it was violins or orchestras. And, you know, the music side, of course, draws me to the, you know, I kept looking wherever I was walking around with camera crews, doing interviews and talking to people, and I kept looking at the stage like, what's going on right now?
Na misemo yao yote haikuwa sawa vile, na milele mama we baba we mwambie yule wangu naye hatange vile, na milele mama we Santa we mwambie yule wangu naye hatange vile.
Nitaona in your eye, nitasikia in your voice, nitalala by your side. Sema milele, tafadhali. Sema milele, baby usijali. Sema milele, Everett, tafadhali.
And then we went up with Super Band to perform, and it was really a fun time. It was a great crowd, great energies, lots of brides, you know. And then the last day was the giving away of the prizes, and the fact that we had created, together with Go Tell Tours, that honeymoon package to Israel. Me being Israeli, obviously that's a special thing, yeah. And so some people see it as going to the Holy Land. Other people see, you know, land of agriculture and innovation. Kenyans don't necessarily see Israel as that honeymoon destination, and it so is. I mean, Israel is like spas and beaches and restaurants and food and wine. And so that's what Go Tell put together, and it ended up being that perfect marriage, you know, of Go Tell and Samantha's. And the couple that won were like the coolest couple, you know. They were so humble and unexpected and unassuming. And then there was the guy who proposed to his bride on stage, saying, he said to someone, give me a ring, you know, somebody give me a ring, you know, I'm gonna propose now, somebody give me a ring. So that moment was like, and all of us were standing there going, okay, this is really happening. It was so unscripted, you know. So there was a lot of those moments throughout the whole expo, before the expo, since the expo. I can tell you my phone, WhatsApp, Facebook chats, Twitter and Instagram have been kind of buzzing off the hook with requests for weddings. Will you come sing at my wedding? So I mean, even me who is out there, making a livelihood from performing at weddings, this, as an exhibitor, so to speak, was really amazing exposure. And hopefully we'll develop into business and we work for a living, of course. And so I mean, Samantha's is that, right? I mean, it's about getting the, and I'm sure that most of the exhibitors there got business because there was, the crowds came, the right crowds came. I met so many couples who were seriously about to get married. I remember the two couples who won the prizes. Catherine stood up there and says to them, yeah, but you only get the prize, including the honeymoon to Israel, when you get, she said it to the husband, when you get married, when you really, it's got to be the real thing. But I mean, the whole atmosphere of the whole expo, atmosphere around Samantha's, the Samantha's team itself is really, really good people. And every one of them is about really taking that extra effort. They get that every bride and groom is like an individual story, maybe because of the connection to the TV show and the magazine and everything that Samantha's does. They understand, the principle that it's every individual customer is that individual story. And so it seemed like the whole time through, the attention was like that to every exhibitor. Personally, I was treated like King Mama Penzi, I mean, it really was awesome experience, humbling experience. I'm grateful for it. And, Samantha's has a place in my heart, just like that, for the long term. One of the things we put out as prizes is basically something that I do at weddings, which is surprise the bride and groom with Sema Milele. And so, show up, sing that, sing a couple of other songs. Not a full band performance, but just basically me at the wedding and Sema Milele at the wedding. So we gave that away as a prize, and the winners were actually the guy who proposed to his bride-to-be live on stage. So, this guy now has to go the next step and go through all of those steps that you have to put together a wedding. But when he sets the date, we'll be there and we'll be singing Sema Milele at their wedding. And I'm psyched for it. The truth is I really enjoy every time I get to do that. There's a real connection there. Many brides and grooms, of course, on social media stay in touch. So, like that. And so that's the first prize that I get to give away. It's kind of giving away as a prize to them, but also kind of giving a prize to myself. Thanks to Samantha's, yeah?